Over the years, the things you can do on cruise ships have got more and more fantastic. In today's video, we're going to share with you the 5 things we did not expect to find on a cruise ship on our recent cruise on the Anthem of the Seas.
But first, let's talk about the things that didn't make the list, like the rock climbing wall. We just didn't have time to do it.
We ran out of time. Yeah, and when we did think we were going to do it, the weather wasn't very good, so we cross that one off the list. And of course then there's all the standard cruise things that you expect, the quizzes, game shows, all the theatre shows, which are amazing on the ship, aren't they, Tony?
Yeah, they were all fine, but this video is about the things you don't expect to do. So here we go at number 5.
So number 5 is the North Star. What did you think, Tony?
Well, obviously it was free, so that's good. You get great views in port. Obviously when you're at sea it does cost money.
Yeah, I don't really see the point of doing it at sea because you're just seeing the sea.
But let's go back to our experience and have a look at what we thought at the time. So before we get off in Ibiza, we are going up the North Star, which is right there, coming on its way back down. And just a word of warning, when you board the North Star, they do weigh you, but they do hide your weight from everybody else. They cover it up with a piece of paper. Thank goodness. Now
the North Star is free if you're in port. You can book it the night before. You do have to be very quick. It's usually about sort of 7 o'clock that they put them on the app. So jump on them quickly if you want to do one. If you want to do it at sea, it's an extended version. It costs money.
But for something free, you'd think it'd be higher on our list. But let's go back to when we were on it.
Yes, while the North Star is free, it doesn't actually do a great deal. Something else that is free is to subscribe to our channel, so if you haven't done it, we'd really appreciate it if you would. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram too, Travelling with Teens Official.
As we said earlier, it's kind of better in port because you get to see more. The only difference is the North Star doesn't lean over the side of the ship in port because it can't, because of local laws, so you don't get that experience. But otherwise, it's good fun, just not worth paying extra for, in our opinion. Coming in at number 3 and 4, and they are kind of connected, or very connected.
Number 4 is our pickleball lesson, so we're going to consider that sports lessons that you can do on board.
Can't get in to our own pickleball. So what we didn't realise is that this whole seaplex is closed so that we can have a pickleball lesson.
We've got it all to ourselves.
The whole thing.
We're like special sporty people. Oh my goodness, we're going to embarrass ourselves.
Yeah, we're going to be so bad, which is just as well that it's closed because we would be very,
The last thing I would have needed is like teenage children laughing at me.
So we just found out there's meant to be 6 people here and there's only 2 and they won't run it without at least 4. So we might not be able to do this.
We don't have a pickleball lesson. But the very nice guy, Armin, has said that we'll get a full refund, which is like, oh. And he will just going to give us some tips for free. So we've never played before, so we're going to have a little bit of a lesson, but not a full lesson.
Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, please enjoy Beth and Tony making fools of themselves trying to learn pickleball.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
The first time it bounces, it has to bounce here, yeah? This is so fun. Oh, sorry.
Can we vlog and pickleball at the same time? Not easy.
The only downside of that is, as you saw just then, it was cancelled, so we didn't really get to have the lesson, although they did refund us the money and we got a bit of a lesson anyway. We learnt the basics.
But number 3 is just the seaplex itself, the entire thing. There's so much to do.
It's incredible. And also, if you haven't seen our previous vlog, check out the dog house for hot dogs because they are amazing.
Absolutely the best free food outside of the restaurants that you can get. And they do look good, so we can just sit over here by the bumper cars. It's not a table. It'll do. That's actually really nice, and I wish I'd come here sooner in the cruise. Oh no! Alpha, alpha, alpha.
How not to eat a hot dog.
Those were delicious.
I don't know if it's a good thing or not that we didn't discover that until today, because they're so good.
You're gonna have one for a snack.
It would have been like, oh, I'm a little bit peckish, let me go and grab a hot dog. They're really nice. They're worth going out of your way to get. There's so many things you can do in the seaplex, apart from like Xboxes and all the kind of video games that they have around the top level. Down the bottom, they use it for basketball,
roller skating,
dodgem cars,
or bumper cars if you're American. There's ping pong upstairs, table tennis, and there's an arcade downstairs as well.
But that's not in the Seaplex.
No,
but yeah, the
there are
Seaplex
so many things.
Covers so many different things. It's definitely one to have on our list as one of the things you don't expect to find on a cruise ship because you can do so much in it.
Let's go to number 2.
Number 2 is something that sadly I couldn't take part in because I have a bad back, unfortunately.
Yes, it's the Flow Rider, surfing on board a cruise ship. Right, so we're going to try Flow Rider now, which we've never done. I've never surfed or even boogie boarded in my life, so this should be interesting. So if you're wondering where it is, it's at the back of the Seaplex, back here, all the way at the back of the ship. I don't know where to sign up. Right there, isn't it? So that was really simple. We just had to watch a couple of videos, and so we have to keep these wristbands on for the rest of the cruise, and we can come back and we can try stand-up. Here we go. So I think you go up this way and around the back and queue up over there. I'm more scared of this than I was scared of the iFlyer. Now, this was something that there was no one else my age doing, at least while I was there.
If they did do it, they were really good at it if they were your age.
It was all young people, including our oldest son, and then I got up to try. Well, I was diabolical at that. I should have known when everybody there was like 14, 15. I was the only person past the age of 20, let alone 40 there, but it was all right. It is a lot harder than it looks, and I will say this, word of warning, especially for men, tie your shorts as tightly as possible.
No one wants to see your butt.
No, my swim trunks nearly came off several times, and it was covered up by, I hope, covered up by the waves.
And luckily we didn't get thrown off the ship, which is probably what would have happened if they had come undone.
Yes, so I only did this once, but it is high on our list at number 2.
And again, it's free to do.
The main problem is you can't see. The water's in your eyes, and once it gets in your eyes, that's it. You can't see anything, so you lose your balance. At least that's my excuse.
And coming in at number 1, what is it, Tony?
Our number 1 thing that we didn't expect to do on a cruise ship was skydive. Or actually, not skydive.
Skydive stimulator. No, simulator. It doesn't stimulate. It's a simulator.
I don't know how this happened, but I'm about to go skydiving.
Well, I'm not. I'm going to film it.
No, Beth's going to film it.
I have a bad back.
I don't know what's going to happen. For the record, I am bricking it. I'm really, really nervous. All right, here we go. We're doing this for free for 1 minute.
Yeah. So this is where you check in. Sign your life away. How you feeling, Tony? Now we're just quickly signing. We've got a little lesson. I'm not doing it, but there. We're going to come into this little room for a little lesson beforehand. I think they're both really nervous.
Yeah. Elbows slightly bended, okay? Open the fingers, okay? Catch as much as you can.
That's important.
Have a seat, shoes off.
Getting suited up. Good to go.
Bricking it.
So any last words?
I don't want to have to change the rating on the video, so no.
Warm up time.
Yeah. All right, legs apart, touch your toes.
This is fun.
Beautiful. All good, all happy?
There we are, and they're ready to go.
All right, that was absolutely worth it. If you can do it, if you're able, if you're physically able, you have to do the iFlyer.
But even if you can't and you just go along to watch, as I did, it's still a really good experience.
Yeah, there was a child who must have been 8 or 9 years old. 9 years old, and I was probably the oldest one in there at 48. But you can go if you're older. It is absolutely worth it. It feels like a massage. Like the wind is just pummeling you, but in a nice way. As long as you're relaxed and you have the strength. It was so much fun. I didn't get to see it. I look forward to seeing the video because I don't really know what I did. I don't know what happened over that minute. So I need to watch back the video, but I can't wait to do that. Please do yourself a favor.
We take a picture.
Do the
stand
iFlyer.
in front of it.
One final thing, even the pre-show was fun. For me and for Beth. There were so many other things that didn't make the list, like the fantastic shows on board, Spectre's Cabaret, We Will Rock You.
The Taylor Swift quiz, that was good. The music quizzes that they do.
We had a bridge tour, which was arranged by
that was fun.
our concierge.
But that's only for suite guests.
It is
So if you
only for
haven't
suite
seen that
guests.
video about staying in Sky Class, check it out. We'll drop it in the description below. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do.
Yeah, we're going on board the P&O Azura in just a couple weeks' time. So we will see you then on board.
Yeah, please like, subscribe, comment, all of the above. We'd love to hear from you.
See you in Tenerife on the Azura. Bye.